Hey everyone, I'm going to go over in this video the direction sheet for your final portfolio project. This project is worth 20% of your grade, so it really does matter how well you do on this project. You need to be thoughtful and thorough in all of your thinking through what's going on in this project. That being said, this isn't a difficult project. This is just a reflective, metacognitive project. Most of this is going to be thinking about what you've learned this semester and thinking about what you've done this semester. Okay? And this direction sheet goes step by step through every piece of what you need to do for this portfolio. Now, we are not together in class, and so when you think about a portfolio that maybe you've done in the past, you may have collected things and put them in a binder and given your teacher a binder of all your stuff. But we're online, so you're not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to organize your portfolio for you with the assignment folders. So every part of this portfolio will have its own assignment folder. So there's going to be multiple things that are going to go in each folder. And then I will have a bigger folder that will say portfolios. In that will be what I see. So it will be organized very closely to what a real portfolio, like an actual hands-on portfolio would look like. Alright, so there are 4 parts to this portfolio, and each part will have its own assignment folder. And you will hand in all the different components for that part in the same assignment folder. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do, and we're going to start this week, and there will be deadlines sprinkled in this week, next week, and your final due date is going to be Tuesday at noon of finals week. So you're going to be working on these things, these parts and these steps in your portfolio for the next 2 weeks. And you will be going back and forth and looking at the course schedule to see when your due dates are and so forth. But this is going to be your direction sheet, so you're going to want to have it handy. So right now, if you haven't picked up your notebook to write notes, or if you haven't printed this, I would print it so you could write right on it, but it is up to you how you keep track of this information. But I hope you're ready. If you're not, pause the video and get ready, and here we go. So the first part of this portfolio is going to be revisiting the writer's practice, and you're going to have a choice of what writing experience you're going to do. Alright, so this is reminiscent of our analysis paper that we did earlier in the semester, that you get to choose whatever you want to do, and you're going to follow those directions and do it. Okay, so I have a list here of the ones that you may choose from that we haven't looked at all. And then the analysis assignment, these are the ones that were assigned for that assignment. And if you would like to go back there and choose one of those that you didn't do, that is fine with me. Like if you were going back and forth, like you did the ethical dilemma, but you thought the alternate history sounded really cool and you are interested in doing that, that is just absolutely fine with me. You can definitely choose one of these again, but you cannot do the one that you did before. So if you did the ethical dilemma, you can't do it again, but you can choose a different one. Okay, so I have the page numbers here and I have the titles, and you can go and take a look and decide which one you want to do. And that's your first step, is deciding which one you want to do. I do want to point out that there are 2 experiences on this bullet point. Are you trying to make me angry, which is a conflict letter? And how can I help you help me, which is a solution letter? You will have to do both of those if you choose to do that. Okay? That's just really kind of a short, and they go together. They're paired in the book too. So if you're going to choose to do a conflict letter, you also have to do a solution letter. All right? So that's your first job, is to choose a writing experience that you're going to do. Okay? Step 2 is you are going to write a formal business proposal letter to me. And you are going to address the following. I want you to just say, I'm going to say it again, this is not a draft of the essay. You do not start writing this experience in this letter. This letter is just to let me know. Well, actually, it's to ask permission for you to do the experience that you're going to do. Okay? The title and the page number of the experience must be included in this letter. You're going to tell me why you want to do the experience and what your background knowledge is that will make this specific experience a good fit for you. All right? You're going to hand in that letter, and that is the roadmap, like that's your ticket to start. I need the letter. Okay? That is a requirement. That means then I can organize who's doing what. The last time we did this, people did not write me a letter, and I didn't know what they were doing. People wrote me a letter and then changed their mind and didn't let me know. And it was sort of a nightmare to grade because I had it all organized and then it wasn't organized. So you really need to make sure to get your letter in and stick to your decision. Okay? So that's step 2. You're going to hand this formal business proposal into the assignment folder so I can look at that. Okay? Step 3 is that you're going to do the experience and you're going to post it to the peer review discussion board when you're done. So you're going to follow those directions that are in the book. That is part of the rubric, is following the directions. Okay? So you have to read carefully and know exactly what you're doing. Label the different parts. So you're going to have your paper, and then you're going to have the reflect and the remix. And make sure those are all labeled very clearly. And make sure that your paper is in MLA format. It is an essay. Okay? And then you're going to post it to the peer review discussion board. The directions on how to do that review are on the discussion board. There's no separate assignment sheet for that. Once you hand it in there, you're going to read and review your peer review group members' papers. You may have 2 or 3 papers to look at and annotate. So you're just annotating, and then you're going to leave a little reply in the discussion board giving overall feedback for the paper. Okay? There's no worksheet that goes along with this. This is just annotation, and you're going to write a little note. Okay? So that is your job for peer review. I have redistributed some people. I've just moved some people because I did look through your last peer review and I know who has done things and who haven't. And so I want to make sure that the people who are actually doing the work get their papers read as well, because there is nothing that breaks my heart more is when somebody goes through, annotates 4 papers or 3 papers and does 3 worksheets and then their paper is not read. I just think it's not fair and it's very sad. So I tried to move people around to make sure that everybody will have the opportunity to have their paper read. A lot of people posted their paper, but did not come back and do the review. And that matters. that matters. Okay, so I did do a little tweaking for your peer review. All right, so then after that, you are going to revise and submit this draft to the assignment folder. Once you have submitted your draft to this assignment folder, you are going to go back to your final draft, and you are going to use the review in Microsoft Word. I'm going to show you that right now. Oh, can I? I think I can. So I'm going to just move this down. The review is right here. You are going to click on review, and then you will see that there's a new comment here. So if I wanted to talk about this word, I can press comment, and then the comment comes, and I'm going to say used quotation marks. And see my sticky. Okay, so used quotation marks to show emphasis. So I'm showing something. So what you're going to do is you're going to show, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to move back to here. Okay, what you're going to show is what you're doing in your writing based on what you've learned this semester. So I have a whole list of things here that we've gone over this semester, and this is not an exhaustive list. If you are doing something that you learned this semester that is not on this list, please feel free to mark it. But you're going to go through and review your own paper, and you're going to show evidence of where you're doing things that you've learned this semester. So you're going to show me where you're dealing with ideas and content. One of the 6 traits, right? You're going to show me when you're doing word choice. That's really great. Or connotation. Connotation's not on the list here. Or I don't think commentary. Maybe commentary is on here. I don't even know. But you're going to show me your figurative language. You're going to show me that you know how to use homophones and apostrophes and paraphrasing, right? So you're going to go through and you're going to show me what you know because of this class. And I gave you a nice list here to choose from. So you're going to show me all the things that you're doing in your paper. And then you're going to save as, and you're going to be saving it as a review. So like maybe you're going to name it annotated final copy or something like that. And then you're going to submit that annotated paper to the same assignment folder that you submitted your final draft to. And then I will be able to look at your final draft and grade that. And I'll also be able to look at your annotated paper where you're showing me all the things that you've learned. Okay? Part 2 is showing off. You are going to pull one of your daily writing entries, and you're just going to follow these directions. So you're going to, and this is very clear on how you're going to label. You're going to choose an entry, and then you're going to copy and paste that to a new Word document that is titled Showing Off My Best Work. And then you're going to subtitle the section saying My Best Daily Writing, and you're going to put the week number, week 8. And if you're following a prompt, you're going to put the prompt down, like week 8, practice a beginning or something. I don't even know. And then you're going to go ahead and explain why that is your favorite and why you're really proud of it. And so that's how you're going to do that. You're going to do the same thing with reflection papers. I'm looking at my time and I'm going to run out of time here. So I'm going to start at reflection papers in the next video, and then I will move on with that.